Hello students, you know that today we are going to start our new chapter, that is gravitation. When we will start our new chapter, regarding to the chapter, we can think different kind of question like that. Why does Earth satellite revolve around the Earth? Why does Earth revolve around the Sun? Why is there no random collision between the estimated stars in the universe? What is the difference between mass and weight? The answer to these questions and other related questions take us into the subject of gravitation. Means all those questions which I explained here. So we will discuss about all these questions in this chapter. Different kind of rotations, and we can say means our planet revolve around the sun and satellite revolve around the earth. Why these kind of things coming into play? So we will talk about them only. We will discuss here different kind of derivation also, universal law of gravitation and different things. Clear? So here different kind of historical things, historical perspective we'll discuss here. Before it, I'm explaining two kind of object. Number one, microscopic object. In the microscopic cases, we can say all those objects which are very small in size. We can say very small in size, very small in size. Okay, so you can take here different example like that electron. You cannot see electron by the normal eyes. We have to take a help of different atomic spectroscopy. Clear? Electron, proton, neutron, bacteria, different many things which are at a microscopic level. So simply for understanding the concept of all these things, for observing all these things, we have to take help of microscope. Clear? So all those objects which are very small, very tiny in size, very small in size, so we can say all this object comes in the category of microscopic object. Clear? Second thing we can say macroscopic objects. In this case here, simply in macroscopic object, we can say all those objects which are very large in size, very large in size. Means we can see all these objects by the normal eyes. We can take many example like that: earth, box, books, okay, sun, moon. So all these objects comes in the category of macroscopic object. So in this chapter we will talk about these things also, microscopic object and the macroscopic object. Clear? So we can say here different thing like that. In the time of Aristotle, it was believed that an apple released from a height would fall down towards earth because it was natural for any object to fall down towards earth. It was thought that this fact needed no explanation because it was natural. Galileo in the 16th century suggested that since earth is attracting object towards itself, therefore object fall down towards earth. So we can say when apple fall towards earth, so we can put here one concept. Means here is the one kind of attraction between what? Earth or object. So this kind of attraction comes into the play. So we will that gravitation concept comes by it only. Okay, so we can see our great minds not only think logical but have the capacity to extend a simple idea to other related phenomena. Newton's greatness lies in his ability to see that the force responsible to attract apple to the earth was the same force of attraction that operated between earth and moon or between the sun and the planets. He means after that Newton gave here one concept that earth attracted towards sun, moon attracted towards earth. So that force which are present in between earth and sun, earth and moon, the same force comes into play between apple and the earth. Okay, so this force can be the attractive in nature. Not only this, he explained the idea further to include within its preview all natural objects also. Okay, after that Kepler came. He explained different points regarding earth and sun concept. Later I will discuss about it, this time I will not discuss. So now we are coming here very important main topic, that is Newton's law of gravitation, or we can say Newton's universal law of gravitation. Why we are talking about this law? Why we are saying that this law is the universal law? Because this law is applicable everywhere. Due to this, we can say this law can be the universal law. First of all, statement of it. Listen carefully, student. Statement. According to this law, so we will include here 2-3 points in this case. Means every particle of matter in the universe attracts. Every particle of the matter in the universe attracts. In the universe, he is mentioning here one word, that is universe. Attracts every other particle. Every other particle with a force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Okay, first of all we have to understand the meaning of statement. According to this law, every particle of the matter, yani we can say every particle of the matter at atomic level, we can say, in the universe attract every other particle with the force. So we can say the force are present between the particles is directly proportional, means direct linked to the product means multiplication of their masses, and inversely means opposite to the square means power 2 of the distance, means gap between the particles between them. Okay or not? Okay. So simply listen carefully. We are going to try to understand this topic by the help of diagram. So we can say we have a two particle. We can say two object also. We can say bigger macroscopic body also. Okay. So we can say here we have two object. We can say this is a object. This is a B object. We can say its mass is what? M1. M1. Okay. Its mass is what? M2, and the distance between them is what? R. In different books its representation can be different, D, P and anything else, but we are using here R only. So we will measure this distance from the center of the particle. Center of the particle. Clear? So simply we can say mass of the first object. Mass of the first object, that is how much? M1. Mass of second object, that is what? M2. And distance between them, that is what? R. That is what? R. Okay. Come on the statement here. Come on the statement, bachcho. Listen here. He's saying here we are using here, taking here only two object. We can take more than 2, 3, 4, anything else, no problem. But first of all we will derive this expression by the help of only two object. Listen one thing, universe attract every each other. The force is direct. Force means what? F. We are going according to the statement which are given by the Newtons. Force is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Product, how many product of their masses means we have two particle. Mass is what? M1, M2. So directly proportional product of their masses M1, M2. Or F next is what? Or that force inversely proportional to the square of their distances. Square of the distance between them. So F directly proportional, inversely proportional. F inversely proportional, square of the distance. Square of the distance. So we can say this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So I'm writing here equation, both equation 1 and 2. So that F directly proportional what? M1, M2. F directly proportional what? M1, M2. Or F inversely proportional to the distance square. So combine both equation. So we can take F directly proportional M1, M2 into 1 upon R square. 1 upon R square. I am taking one example. If X directly proportional to Y, X directly proportional to Z. So we will write one time only X directly proportional Y into Z. So here we will multiply both term and write LCM like it. Okay. Then we will get what? F directly proportional M1, M2 divided by what? R square. Okay or not? Okay. Remove this proportionality. I told you that if X proportional to Y, when you will remove proportionality, so constant will come. This k we are taking constant. Okay. Or when you will remove constant, so we will get same point, previous point, means proportionality. Okay. To remove this proportionality, so we can say F is equal to what? G M2 upon R square. Or this G is what? G is equal to what? This is what? Tell me student. This G is universal gravitational constant. This G is what? Universal gravitational constant. Clear? Why we are taking this is as an constant? Because we can say here gravitation constant because its value remains same throughout the universe. Means its value not changeable, remain same throughout whole universe. Means we can talk about whole universe, its value will remain same. Later I will tell you about its value also, means how much its value there. Okay or not? Okay. Any student say yes or no? Okay. So this is the simple explanation about universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation. Okay. So simply discussing about its unit. Unit also very important. Listen here student, very important thing. So write this formula again here. F is equal to what? G M1 M2 upon what? R square. So we have to find out unit of this equation. Find out unit of this equation. Then find out G is equal to, find out G value. R moves another side. So R square into what? F. Clear? So M1 M2 comes in division. M1 M2. So write its unit. So we can say R square means R measure in meter. First of all write in SI system. G unit in SI system. In SI system I am writing clear. R square means we can say meter square. Force measure in Newton, or divide by mass we can say kilogram square. The unit is what? G is equal to m square Newton kilogram square. So this is in SI system. Okay. Or in CGS system what it will be? Listen one thing, you can write this small m, meter. So in CGS system mass, now this distance, R means distance, measure in what? Centimeter square. Force in dyne, or this is gram square. So we can say centimeter square, dyne, or gram square. Okay or not? Okay student. So this is in CGS system. So this is our unit system also. You can see in SI system, we can say SI system, it means R measure in what? R means distance measure in meter square, Newton, kilogram to kilogram square. In CGS system, to measure distance in centimeter square, mass in this force in Newton means dyne. In CGS system dyne, and this mass measure in gram square. Okay student. So this is the basic explanation of universal law of gravitation. If you are getting any doubt, you can write in comment section box. Okay student.